Hello and welcome from the Economics Department. My name is Miss Hyde and I'm just going to take 5 to 10 minutes to talk you through our Economics A-Level at Tonyrefail Community School. We would love to see as many of you as possible. We have grown so much over the last 4 years since we've been really running the course, and we're looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible be part of our team next year. So like I said, I'm Miss Hyde. I lead for economics for the school, and alongside me there in the picture is Mr. Bridges. Both of us have got experience in business and economics and lots of different areas in the outside world. So hopefully you will really enjoy being part of a team and we will fully support you next year. So what is economics? For a lot of you, it's going to be a new subject. It's very much an academic qualification. And what I mean by that is that it is the A-level that a lot of top universities will look for. It's a study of our choices and the impact that you and I, every decision that we make, how it impacts the overall economy. Okay, we look at it, we look at our firms that we will see each and every day. We discuss real life businesses and we bring them to life. Okay, and we question, why does it matter? How does it affect the government? And importantly, how does it affect us as individuals? Okay, so we're going to look at that across Wales, the UK, and importantly, the rest of the world. Economics allows us to make better choices. Just some examples of how economics is everywhere that we look. This is economics in action. One of your papers is actually on economics in action, and we take real life government data, firm data, and we apply our economic knowledge to it. It can vary from bacon sandwiches, how much they cost on a Saturday morning, to a decision that the government makes in the economic budget. And you can see there's some headlines there, real life headlines, and these will be things that we will discuss in our sessions together. Importantly, your subject choice really matters at A-level. It needs to be something you love, and it also needs to be something that is really going to push your career to the best that it can be, and for you to be able to get a job that you love and you deserve. Economics is proven to be one of the most favoured A-level subjects by universities. Okay, I can't stress that enough. This is from an Oxbridge site, so if any of you are looking to reach for the Cambridge and Oxford universities, economics is really favoured by them. Skill development. We're all about transferable skills, and here are some examples of all the skills that we will look at when you are doing your course with us, whether it be critical thinking, problem solving, explanation and evaluation skills, research, presentation and communication, which when you first come into sixth form always seems a little scary, but actually once you start doing it, it hugely benefits your confidence and will help you not just in university but in your future job role. Here's my lovely Year 13s carrying out a presentation. They did this about 2 months ago, and this was on the benefits and drawbacks of economic growth. So when we're growing as an economy, why does it matter? If I had asked them to do this in Year 11, I wouldn't have had any responses, but they are confident and feeling really secure to stand up in front of people, and that is all through the support and teaching and working together that we do as a team, because we are a team when we get to sixth form. A brief overview of the course content. You have 4 units in economics, 2 of which you will study in Year 12, and then units 3 and 4 you will go on to in Year 13. We do introduction to economic principles in Year 12, introducing you to the basics, and like I said, economics in action will be your Unit 2, why it matters and how it is happening across the world. Unit 3 will then go on to explore these behaviours in more detail, and Unit 4 is all about evaluating, so the advantages and disadvantages, benefits and drawbacks, and just questioning every economic decision and why it matters. You can see the unit breakdown there. Okay, so like 100% examination, start from unit 1, an hour and 15 minutes, right up to 2.5 hours when you get to year 13. But by the time you get to June in your second year, you are fully prepared for a 2.5-hour examination, showing off the knowledge and explanation and evaluation that you've developed with us over the 2 years. So why it matters? I'm really proud of the fact that economics graduates are some of the highest paid. It's not the most important thing to everyone, but for a lot of us, we are looking to exceed our expectations with our salary. Why wouldn't we? So for females, we are second economics graduates for being top earners, just below medicine. And for male graduates, we're actually above medicine. So economics is the highest paid graduate earning against non-graduates, so people that haven't gone to university. So that should be a really exciting fact for you to look at when choosing the subjects that are going to help you in your future career. Not much about myself because this is very much about you and your decisions, but I think it's important for you to see the progression of some of the team. So myself, I took an economics degree in Swansea University, and I was fortunate enough to be selected for the graduate scheme. There were 4,000 applicants and there was 40 of us that were taken on across the UK. Why I'm telling you why it matters, I was able to enter because of my economics degree at a senior manager entry level. So, which means I didn't have to waste time going through all the steps to get me to senior manager. My economics degree was enough to allow me to start at a senior manager level. What that meant for me when I did find the role that I wanted to move on to next, I was able to get a promotion. So I moved on to be a regional depot manager for a truck company. I swapped lipsticks in boots to lorries in a truck company with Enterprise, and I looked after Wales and the Southwest. It honestly helped me no end when I was in this regional manager role to link back to my economics. All I was concerned with day in, day out is why my role mattered, and also all the things that were affecting my day-to-day decision making. So whether it would be something that was on the news with the government, to the interest rates, loans within the economy, all of these topics that you study in year 12 and year 13 really came back to support me in my regional role. Some information about the teaching and learning. How will you learn? We have a really lovely supportive environment where there's experienced teacher resources and sessions. We will mix it up, so you'll have paid work, group work activities, as well as teaching and learning from teacher to pupil, and really underpinning that important economic theory that you need. We also take time to use ICT, like I said earlier, digital skills, and you will be assessed fairly regularly in economics, and that should be seen as a really positive thing. The tool on the right, you don't need to worry too much about, but what you do need to know is that we use it to ensure that we know exactly where you are through the year and then going on to year 13. What it should mean is that you don't have any nasty shocks when it comes to your examinations in May. By this point, we would have highlighted your areas that you are doing really well in, but importantly, the areas that you need extra support, extra questions, extra tutorials, online sessions, whatever that may be. We will put it in place, but that's why we use the tool that you can see on the right. Not every department uses it, but we find it really beneficial to make sure that you are continuously on track. But enough from me. I feel like it's really important for you to hear what our pupils say, so our current students that we're lucky to have in our class for year 12 and year 13. So you can see there, I found this course very enjoyable. They've learned lots about how government runs, about how taxes work, inflation, all of these topics you get to study in depth. Really proud for me. They feel really supported. Hugely important to me that you feel supported, and any questions that you have or you may have through the year will always be answered. Okay. We are also really proud of the fact that we are one of the only departments this year to be able to run our annual trip. We go to London every year, so if that is something that would interest you, I love London. It's really important for me to provide that experience for you. You can see this Hyde Park there, the greatest winter wonderland there is in the UK. We went to go and see London Dungeons and, importantly, understand our economic history and our current policies and why they matter. Just an idea as how we fit well with other subjects: business, history, maths, sociology and psychology. Not many people realise, but when I was in university, I was able to base my whole course on economic theory and then comparing that against what the sociologists think, what the psychologist thinks. So if you are one of these pupils that is looking at the social sciences, then economics may be a perfect fit for you. That's enough from me. I'm going to leave this slide up just while I sign off and say thank you so much for taking the time to get an understanding as to what we can offer in the economics department. The QR code there will take you, if you just take a photo of that now, you will be able to see a further video to give you a real insight as to what we offer and a little bit more about the careers that you could be experiencing. My contact details are there. Please feel free to contact myself or Mr. Bridges if you have any further questions. We hugely look forward to seeing you as part of our team next year. Take care.